Okay, so the park told me that this was a 25-mile section. It's not. It's a 30-mile section. That means back-to-back 30-mile days. I didn't realize that till like 10:30 last night. Like, oh, I definitely would have gone to bed sooner if I had realized that. I mean, I wanted to go to bed nice and early because it was like 25 miles after a 30-mile day. I mean, I'm used to doing 25, but I'm sure I'm going to be tired. But we found a restaurant. Well, we found a restaurant, decided not to eat there, went to the next building, decided to eat there, found other hikers, started talking, and then finally got to camp. And my tent was still just soaking wet from the night before, so I couldn't put anything in it, trying to dry stuff out in the dark. And then I realized I have a 30-mile day, so like, well, there's no way I'm getting up at 4 a.m. again. So I just went back to the restaurant and had breakfast. I was just gonna grab something real quick, but I sat down and ate. I'm tired. Okay, gotta wake up and speed up. Oh, I also just said goodbye to Mimi. So she's going on her way. She's not actually going to Canada. I'm just gonna push it. I'm gonna try. Okay, the trail is just heading towards a solid wall of mountains. Guessing one of them is my pass, but I don't know which one. I'm gonna guess that one. Okay, not to the top yet, but beautiful view of the waterfall. Well, part of the waterfall. It continues. Still can't see it, but look at that valley. Gorgeous. Beautiful mountain, but it's kind of hard to see in the current light. I'm gonna miss the sound of the squeaky toys in the fields. Although I loved hiking with Mimi the past couple of weeks, I was grateful that my last full day on trail would be on my own so that I could just have time to contemplate this journey that I've been on the past 8 years. Okay, I'm not really sure why, but I kind of want to remember what all I ate yesterday. So, for breakfast, I had 2 English muffins with peanut butter and jelly. For lunch, I had beans and rice with kale and tortilla chips. For dinner, I had a black bean burger with avocado and a package of chips and a cup of vegan chili, and then I was still hungry, so I had some tortilla chips with 2 hard-boiled eggs. For snacks, let's see, I had corn nuts, dried mango, 3 protein bars, 1.5 Nature Valley bars, a stroop waffle, a package of energy chews, a package of Sour Patch Kids, a few pieces of huckleberry licorice, and I think that's it. So, yeah, I think that's it. I really just didn't want to forget all the little details, like what the rocks looked like, how dark the squirrels were, all the random plants, and what I ate. It's a marmot. I love marmots. Hello! I love you. Go around the cirque, go around the cirque. Might go by a waterfall. Stories from all my hiking journeys started to flood my brain. My disastrous first attempts to bear hang, taking my car with me during COVID, meeting all my past family members. Then my brain switched to this year's journey. Camping on San Luis Pass, the pole strolling, the self-arrest, the hail and dust storms, the loneliness, the beauty, the animals, the fun time with family. I thought about the things I missed from home and the things I would miss from the trail. Suddenly the landscape has changed. There are these humongous boulders. Like, this one's taller than me, and it's not even one of the bigger boulders. Okay, I just scared it, went running away. It's a grizzly! I thought about all the beautiful changing landscapes I had seen. From the snow to the geysers to the desert to Pagan Pass. They were all beautiful in their own way. Okay, I was hiking down like some switchbacks through the trees, and suddenly I heard hikers below, and like they just suddenly started like clapping and yelling out, "Hey bear, hey bear!" I'm like, oh, they hear me and they think I'm a bear or they're worried I'm a bear. So I started yelling back, "Hey hiker!" And they kind of stopped, and I heard some some talking, so I yelled out, "Marco!" And instead of getting a polo, I got just a bunch of laughs. And they came around the corner like, "Sorry, I couldn't help it." They're like, no, it was funny. I'm like, okay, good. This is crazy. Let me see if I can get a video of it. There's like this wall of dirt. I mean, it's one thing if it was like part of a tree that fell over, but it's huge. Crazy. Oh my goodness, I've done it. Another 30-mile day, and I made it here before dark. And yesterday we started hiking at 5. Today I didn't start hiking till 8. It's 8:30 now, and it's a beautiful view. I'm so excited. I found this stick thingy in different languages. Que la paz prevalezca en la tierra. And I don't know what this one is, or this one, but it's also in sign and in Braille. In English it says, "May peace prevail on earth." So I'm at Goat Haunt, which is a very remote part of the park, and it's got little hiker shelters, and it looks like there's kind of like individual rooms, kind of like this, these buildings. So I could go over to that one. Interesting. All right, last morning on the trail. think I have about 4.5 miles to the border, and then another, I think it's 4.5 miles to Waterton Park, and then I'll be done. Trying not to let it sink in too much yet. Time for another suspension bridge. These steps aren't nearly as big. Whew, it's a bigger one. Whew. Pretty color. Goodbye, thimbleberry bushes. I'm almost there, and I keep wanting to cry already. Last water crossing before I get to the border, and thankfully it's a regular bridge. Ah, cool. Man, I love swimming in these types of pools, but so close to Canada. Okay, I've done it. I've made it to Canada, and wasn't quite the tearjerker that I was expecting, because right as I got here, there are other people here. Like, they just boated in and they're like yelling back and forth to each other about their water filters. Finally, I had to go ask them to, you know, quiet down. Like, can you please? Yeah. Come on. So now I'm just taking my pictures, taking it in. Here's this, I think it's the older monument, Convention of 1818. And here, I think is the newer one, Treaty of 1925, Canada, international boundary, United States. And then a view of the lake. I think it's Waterton Lake. Wow. I've done it. I think I'm gonna attempt to dip in the water. Woo. Okay, officially entering into Canada and Waterton Park. Alright, so now I am heading towards Waterton Park. There are a couple of not so easy ways to get out of the park, but Michael has decided he really wanted to come up and pick me up. So he's flown out, he's waiting at Waterton Park for me, and we might get to explore the park a little bit, but we gotta drive to Great Falls. I think it's Great Falls, which is, I don't know, like 3-4 hour drive away. And because in the morning, 6 a.m., our flight home leaves from Great Falls. So that's tomorrow, Monday. And the very next day, I go back to work. Like, I start teaching on Tuesday. Today is Sunday. Did I cut this close? Yes, I did. My syllabi are updated. Nothing else for the classes updated or posted online yet, so I'm probably going to be up late tonight doing that so my students can have access to it. Ah! Straight on and then looking down, I can see Waterton Village through the trees. Less than a mile to go. We made it to Waterton. And there's a beautiful waterfall. Finally, we were reunited and headed home.